Hey, welcome to Tuesday Night D&D with DM Kalsto.
You can't start off a Tuesday like that off mic and then just throw it over to me. It doesn't work that way. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Sorry about Friday. I had some work that had to take priority that evening. So hopefully all that shenanigans is over with. So be back on our Tuesday for Tuesdays and Fridays schedule until we get on to the new campaign for Friday. But picking where we left off, we had just gotten to the carnival that is set up. We can actually get the map. There's the Karis map. And thank you, Techno, for putting a wonderful purple circle where we currently are. So essentially, we had departed from Salt Shore last session, taking Cassandra, who we had saved the session prior, feeling she wasn't safe, bringing her with us somewhere safer to the south. She was a little concerned to go on her own because this carnival that we currently arrived at is basically here, and she heard weird stories. So you guys gathered her things, you went to go get the reward, only to give it back and rush out of the building very quickly before getting arrested. You guys departed with the quickness, with no horses. Thankfully, you have a druid, so it kind of works out. Only to receive a message from a head that was on fire that flew to you that evening, letting you know that you'd been sentenced to death and that the hunt had begun. Kind of absorbing that, deciding probably a good idea to quicken your pace, you continued heading south. So as we basically are here and arrived, it is the evening of the following day, so pretty much mostly dark. What do you guys want to do?
We were warned against traveling at night, so probably set up camp.
Yeah, and for perspective, this, like, you went to this carnival before. It is a much larger setup than it was. It looks almost more permanent. You're not sure exactly how long this has been here per se. But it's at least like 10 times larger than the carnival that was there before. It's almost like its own little city that they constructed. But it is well lit.
That's certainly going to be a problem to get through, and not easy to get around.
I mean, we don't need to stop.
Oh, sure, we don't need to stop. That doesn't mean they don't have something to stop us.
It's a carnival.
Yes.
You didn't piss off the carnies, did you?
No. Did you not hear the warnings? When people get robbed along this road by the carnival?
So loud. We're too close. Gotta keep your voices down. He just kind of like looks up towards the carnival city. Looks back to you. I would also say at this point, you guys do notice it looks more cheered. I mean, some of you've been here before. It looks like everyone's having a decent good time. There's like families with younger children. A little bit less of the younger children so much. You see some of them kind of departing, not necessarily going and giving the hour of the day. But I mean, yeah, it looks like what you'd expect a carnival to look like.
I go down here for the night and I suppose move through during the day. Does it look like they have defenses or palisade or anything up?
Roll a perception check. So you kind of just get a lay of the land. You do look. They do have like these not very sturdy, but they have essentially wooden walls. Maybe 6-7 feet tall, just enough to kind of keep things out if needed. You do see a couple of these wooden towers that are made. Nothing fancy. Maybe see like 2 of them total.
What about a gate?
There is not a gate, so to speak. It is more of just a main entrance, but there's no gate on it. So there's walls, and then there's the main opening to come into.
Yeah, rest up, everyone.
We could just sleep here. This place is freaky.
Weren't you the one that warned us not to travel through the dark?
Yeah, but I didn't say we had to stop here. Besides, look at poor Misfit. He can't even say a word. He's so scared.
Would you rather stop on the other side of that?
No, I'm not a professional adventurer. And she just kind of like continues to look outside with this worrisome look on her face.
No, what's everyone else's opinion? Security is more likely to be lax during the night. We could try and make our way through, stop on the other side. And if they cause us problems, that gives us an escape route.
Coffee.
Where did you get coffee?
Oh, there's a little stand over there. Do you want some?
Yes.
I offer you a sip of my coffee.
Thank you.
Sandra will just kind of look over at Misfit. Kind of look back the other way.
Did you want some too?
Oh, what? No, I'm fine.
Oh,
Thank you, though.
okay. Does it look like it's active right now? Like, are there people
The
walking
carnival?
around?
Yeah, no, there's like families, mostly older people at this point, but there are some families still going in and about. It is very active.
Okay.
You also smell a
Guys?
lot of food. There's actually like weird colors of smoke coming off in the distance. Like it's a very big setup.
Guys,
Very loud.
Hear me out. I think we should investigate this carnival for safety reasons, right?
Is it? Do you not remember what happened last time?
They tried to steal our penguin,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not here right now. So
We
they
need
can't
to
steal
get.
him.
We need to get to Nathal.
Yeah, and the only way to get to Nathal is through there.
Uh-huh. That doesn't mean that we have time to stop and investigate.
We don't have to stop. We're just gonna go through, taking the
Correct.
sights passively.
Question is, are we doing that tonight or in the morning?
I suddenly give the air a whiff. Yeah, I
Are you
think
smelling for food?
I think tonight might be the night, Serena.
Is that what you were smelling for?
Yes. Yes.
I literally rolled a D100 at the exact moment you did that for the exact same thing for Cass.
You were very predictable. Just try not to eat too much. I imagine this food is not that great for you.
That's the best kind of food.
I mean, yeah, that's That's the best kind.
All right. We're going to the carnival.
Serena pulls her cloak over and is gonna rock her Zoe disguise.
Everybody going in?
Yeah.
Yep.
What about Mr. Warlock? Are you going in remote mode or normal mode?
Yeah, I'll go remote.
So
Okay.
we're not taking the cart through?
You can if you want. It's more laid out like a little city. It's not like a straight path all the way through.
If we do that, we'll need a misfit to be shaped.
And because I think you used 2 higher level spell slots for the horses. And then you shaped, rested, and then shaped again to get here. But I think you might have 1 shape left, right? Whatever you have marked, I'm sure is correct at this point.
I have 1/3 marked, which would be enough for 1 hour of horses for me to nap. So I assume I have at least 1 shape.
Well, if we're lucky, maybe we can buy some horses while we're there.
Carnival horses.
Astle just kind of look. If you wanted to buy horses, you should have got them back in Saltshore. There's literally a horse farm.
Yeah, but Saltshore also is having a bit of a resource and refugee problem.
Oddly enough, still a lot of horses. See,
That
it's
is
right here in
very
this narration man's book. See? Horse farm.
I see the book. I think it's maybe for the best we didn't stick around Saltshore too long.
Yeah, I really don't want to be stabbed again.
Yeah, let's try to avoid that. And
I will
now,
also take this opportunity to look towards our wonderful tailor fixer-uppers.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you again. It's my favorite shirt.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Just if you do get stabbed again, I've got more.
All right. Are you coming too?
Yeah, sure. It's been a while since I've been to the festival.
Don't worry,
Alright.
we just need to pay for food. If you guys want to drink, I'll share my ale with you.
all right, Marius, don't get kidnapped by any clowns. We'll be back soon.
I will be on clown alert. Thank you.
I'll bring back some food for you later, whatever smells the best.
On clown alert.
Speaking of clowns, Misfit, roll a D100.
This dictates how many clowns there are within a 100-yard radius of us. 12 clowns.
You almost
So-
got that 92.
As you guys you were going to leave the cart out front, or did you guys decide?
Over.
We're gonna have to
Yeah.
bring it through either way.
We don't have a method of really bringing it through.
Yeah,
not if we want
okay.
to explore
I need to
the
eat first. I need to scrounge. I need to
So
revel.
he's out
So
front
we're
then.
we're leaving the cart.
There's other
out
wagons
front.
out there too, because there's a lot of like refugees and people who've come south. There's actually a significant amount of like tents and wagons that are outside of like this encampment. They've almost kind of grown onto it over time in some cases, it seems. But yeah, you're not out of place. All right, so as you guys begin to go in, Misfit, you see this humanoid and it's moving very strange. It's a very large, lifelike, at least from a wooden perspective, clown marionette puppet.
Oh,
It is life-size, but very thin. And it's just a clown, but you see no strings, and it moves
oh,
like a marionette. And it just kind of like walks over and smiles at people and does like flips. And then it kind of turns and looks at you. And it starts doing this like weird wobbly walk over towards your direction.
oh. I'm gonna subtly hide behind Serena.
Roll a stealth check. You watch as it goes and it looks to the left of Serena and it kind of makes this shocked face. It never speaks. Looks to her right and then kind of falls in half backwards and like spins back around, making like a where could he have gone motion. And then the head will dip down and look down where you're hiding. And then it just smiles and kind of turns its head and then flips right back the correct way.
It spotted the child in the group.
And then it starts to do like a little dance in front of you.
I'm just staring, like half in horror, half in awe.
As it goes to finish, it does a bow with a flourish and puts its cap out in front of you.
I'm gonna give it a platinum out of fear.
It kind of does like a little flip with it and it puts it back on its head. It thanks you, and then it starts doing backwards cartwheels in like a very slow and almost star-like shape, just back into the crowd. You okay there, Misfit?
I think he's traumatized.
It was so leggy and is that what all clowns look like?
No.
Yes.
It didn't stab me.
I kind of want to see it again.
I thought you were getting food.
Oh yeah, right. Okay. This way.
There is food all over this place. There's junk food. There's cooked meals. What do you look for?
Whatever's fried, whatever's worst for me.
Okay.
So
You-
fried butter.
You find like this, it's a larger kind of setup. It's almost like this own little camp in itself that's set up as like a kitchen. And it's more or less a fried everything. Heck, if you even have your own stuff, they do have a spot where they will fry it for you with no questions asked. Yeah. All the wonderful things you wouldn't want to eat that you do want to eat are definitely available.
Yes, I have a fried fish on a stick and some cotton candy, and I'm currently combining them.
Ash just kind of looks over at you. You see she has like this large like barbecue skewer that has like 6 potatoes on it. You watch she like pulls one off and just kind of 1, 2, 3 bites the potato. Want one?
Yes.
She gives it to you. This potato seemingly is whole fried in like all of the fats that are left over from everything else they make here.
Oh,
Mom told you. Kind of pulls up the cup, takes a drink. Want some?
what's that?
I'm starving now.
Oh, I don't think I've had that before. Sure.
I'll give you some. It's just a very delicious dwarven ale. But it is dwarven ale. You could act it however you wish.
Just kind of tip it back, smack my lips. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty good.
She'll just kind of laugh.
Guys, I think I'm joining the circus.
I you know, you need a certain set of you need a certain set of talents to be to work at the circus. Eating food is not one of them. Serena's going to link the party up mentally, and then say to Amelia, keep an eye on them, won't you?
Don't they have
Overall.
like
It's at
animal
this point
feet?
you look over and the two of them are kind of like heading off on the other side. Roll roll what do I want to call this run? I guess we'll call it a perception check. Not 100% sure what they're walking towards, but you see the two of them together walking off.
And I'll still link them up with us.
You guys really should bring Marius some food.
Where are you two going?
Around.
Around.
No. At least look for some horses while you two are out. I'll keep an eye on these two.
With my voice, I look at Vel. Does she expect us to steal some?
No, she thinks buy them. I don't know.
How are we gonna buy horses at a carnival?
Well, some desperate sap out here probably might have lost all their money, and hey, looking for a trade.
That works.
All right.
I wish to find a game booth and win a stuffed horse for Serena.
So you all end up walking in the same direction. As monkey see, monkey do. You walk over and they do have a large section of assortment of games, some more questionable than others. There is a man who is playing Pick a Hand, for those of you who are interested. But yeah, so you kind of walk over. What kind of game are you looking for, Misfit? Or just something you could win? Are we picking this by prize or what are we doing?
We're doing this by prize.
All right, so we're looking for, you said a duck or what was it?
Horse.
Duck,
Stuffed
duck and or
horse.
horse.
All right.
I will gladly take a duck though.
Roll a D100 as you go to find a game. The other two of you kind of walk over and you see this man who seemingly runs the game is just throwing knives at a target. Kind of will throw him, look back. Oh, good evening, ladies.
So, what's this all about?
Oh, it's just simple. You pay a few gold coins, you get a few daggers, and you try to hit the target. The more you hit, the bigger your prize. Pretty simple, right? We're going to try your hand at it?
Yeah, which one?
I'm sorry?
Mm.
I know what you mean.
No, nothing. Nothing.
Yes.
What were you gonna say, Slumber?
I said, why not?
Okay.
Excellent. Why, hold on a
Ladies
second
first,
there.
and I gesture to Amelia.
I mean, since we're getting a game going, hey, you over there, young lad. The blue complexion.
Yes.
Yeah, you. Come here. We can make a game of this.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right. Here's what I propose. To make this even better odds, why don't all three of you pay? And the winner will not only get a prize, but they'll get their money back.
Surprise.
I mean, I guess it depends on how many you hit.
It's a sir.
This is like the most painful D100 I need to roll. There's a camel.
Yeah, that's close enough.
There. All right. We'll kind of lay out these 3 knives in front of each of you. Now, have any of you not thrown a knife before? I mean, I don't like to assume.
I raise my hand.
All right.
I
You
also raise
see,
my hand.
kind of walking. You're going to hold it like this, along the length. Make sure the weight is balanced. Lift and really. Yep, there you go. All right. We'll kind of walk back to the other side, get everything set up. All right. Best of 3 it will be. Ready? And go. Okay, so.
Serena's going to be kind of overviewing, looking for foul play.
Let me just drop a normal dagger in chat for anyone who doesn't have one. And everybody is going to make a dagger attack as you throw daggers at this target. Hold on one second. Okay. There's Misfit. Amy. Vel.
I'm looking at it. I'm seeing if I can cheat.
Okay. We'll wait for Amy's roll.
You're lucky on this one. In fact, hold on, I'm going to burn a sorcery point for this.
I don't. Could I use prestidigitation to cheat?
Oh, are you going to use prestidigitation to cheat and put the dagger in?
Let me da. Oh, no, that's Thermatargy that does the windy thing. Oh, a puff of wind. If my dagger seems like it's going to miss, can I make it land better?
It's really hard to do with prestidigitation.
Yeah. It is
roll,
just a sensory effect.
Roll your attack. I'll say roll your attack. I'll give you a +1 because you tried.
Yeah, fair enough. And
1 may make all the difference in the world.
And hey, what is a dagger but just a sharp card?
There you go.
I need you to make a sleight of hand check as well.
Nope, I do not.
You're not trying to hide it, and she just gives you a glare.
Oh, I didn't. There's no verbal somatic components to my prestidigitation.
All right, so you watch as Misfit kind of takes the dagger, throws it at the target, and it just kind of bounces off of it. Seems like you should have hit. Maybe you were slightly off. Valve's kind of sitting there. Goes to throw. Maybe you go to throw.
Mm-hmm.
It hits, but it bounces off. But you watch as Valve throws like shortly after you. You just watch this thing flies like slam straight in the middle, like indented into this target.
Beginner's luck.
Oh, I see.
Kind of looks over, goes back to look at the dagger. As you do.
No. Yeah, it's back to me. Oh, wait.
However, you feel your hand almost tingles. He looks back over, and the dagger that's in there is his dagger. And you just feel the dagger back with you. But, lucky shot. All right. Shot number 2.
Can I see how sharp the dagger is?
Roll investigation check. I mean, it looks fairly sharp.
I mean, can I prick myself with it?
You go to Yeah, no, it's sharp.
Amelia looks amused.
All right, I'm feeling good about this. Round 2.
Round 2.
Right. Fire.
Ooh. All is right in the world at
I
this
love
moment.
how we have the same modifier too. Or close to the same.
Oh,
Come on.
Oh,
This is how I picture this happening. So Misfit truly is like the kid at the carnival, so to speak. Like this is his first time giving it his try, and he goes to chuck it, and it just kind of bounces off the back of the dagger, and then you just hear this bullet slam into the target as Vel hits it again. Same thing. He looks completely shocked as he's looking at it. You just watch the normal dagger come in with like this mass amount of force, and it just like blows the target apart. It kind of looks back towards Amy.
oh.
What was that?
Hey, you want to play games? I'll play games.
You guys are really good at this game.
I must be. This is just an old target. He goes and like moves it to the side. All right, 2, 1, and 0. All right, your final go. And he replaces your target, and he's like watching you guys very closely. Final throw.
Hey, Val, you want to do guild advantage, buddies?
sure, yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that this is what you use your guild advantage on. We're in like this carnival that's very questionable, and we're going to use our guild advantage to win a
On a
carnival game.
On a dagger game? Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. There you go.
I've got no idea what's going on. I'm just having a good time.
Oh, well, I needed it.
All right. So as you're watching, he goes and he like jumps at your dagger, Vel, like right after you throw it.
Uh-huh.
He like goes to look and it bounces off. But it's the other dagger. It's his dagger. He kind of looks strange as he almost like gets hit by Amelia, but Amelia's bounces off. And then you just watch as Misfit goes and it bounces off and it like does this spin. And then it continues forward towards it, and then it like lands perfectly in the center of the target.
Oh.
Well, it looks like we tied.
How'd you do that?
Oh,
What?
that's still
Tied? No,
that's-
I clearly won. I got 2. You only got
Oh.
1.
up by 1. Close game,
Yes.
though, ladies and gentlemen. We'll look over towards Fel. So, what can we do for your prize?
I'm gonna look at Misfit and see what he's eyeballing.
I'm
There's this.
very not subtly looking at the camel.
I point to the camel.
Fine taste, I see. Excellent choice. We'll kind of go up there and get this large stuffed camel. All right, as promised, there's your 5 gold back and a camel for your troubles.
Nice. And then I'll sling the camel over my shoulders, one leg in each hand, and start walking away.
Gee, that was fun. Hey, good
You
game,
guys have yourselves a good night.
You too, mister.
Yep.
And did we all leave together?
I'm assuming so.
When we're like 4 stalls down, I'll toss Misfit the camel.
Oh, wait, really?
Won it for you, big guy.
I sling an arm around Vel. I sling an arm around Amy. Just grinning ear to ear.
So he was cheating.
Yeah, she's kinda smiles.
Magic targets, am I right?
Hmm.
It's at this point you notice this very strange look on Cass's face as she's kind of looking back towards the opposite direction that you guys are kind of facing and talking.
Everything okay?
Uh-huh. And she just keeps
What?
looking behind you guys.
What you know? What does she
it-
notice?
As you turn back, there is a man on very large arm and leg stilts that's kind of walking like a spider.
Ah,
Apparently not a big fan of spiders.
It's
Or
the
creepy
tallest
guys act.
man I've ever seen.
He actually, you watch as he kind of like goes over the top of you and will kind of like
Mhm.
hunker down towards you guys. Come for the show.
so it depends. What's the show?
Kind of a look. Misfit being like right below him. Say, we've never met before, have we?
No, I think I'd remember a really tall guy like you.
Roll a history check. You actually do remember this guy, Misfit. He's a lot taller than the last time you saw him. Last time he was just a guy on the ground. This is Worm. This was like the carnival caller.
Wait a minute. I think we have met before. How'd you grow up so fast?
He kind of looks
Gee, Miss, you
confused
got
for a
really
second.
tall.
Oh,
Yeah, I was back in
yes,
the door, right?
yes. Oh, yes, that's right. You were with what's that gentleman with friends with the large man?
The penguin guy you guys tried to
No.
steal?
No. You know, the blonde one with the horns.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh, ow.
Oh yeah. Hey man.
Yes. Remember, good times. Very strange day. Well, I'm glad you've he kind of like goes to say something and doesn't kind of it's good to have you back to enjoy the carnival. We've expanded quite a bit since the last time you were here, I assure you. Would you like to buy tickets to tonight's show?
Gee, I don't know. We're in a bit
People
of a
are-
hurry.
People are dying to get in.
Like actually?
No, not
Oh.
actually.
Okay, good. You know, I've heard some really spooky stuff about this carnival. I don't know if it's just a rumor or what, but
Oh, it can't be that spooky. You've been making a killing.
actually,
I love this man. I mean,
Just keeps like this kind of it's like a sociopathic, like wide grin, unchanging.
That sounds interesting. Well, think about it.
No,
We're gonna roam around a bit more.
For old, and you watch as he kind of looks. For old friends, don't tell anybody. And you watch as he kind of unfurls his arm and hands out what looks to be like 5 tickets.
oh, Worm, that's real nice of you.
I would have given you 6 for an even set, but sold one.
That's all right.
Good. It'll be good to see you there.
We'll try to check it out. We'll
Oh, please
the night
enjoy
is young.
yourselves. Yes. And you are safe here, I assure you.
Thank you. It's the reassurance is great.
This one will kind of look over towards you, Vel.
Uh-huh.
Don't believe we've met.
No, why would we have? Do we need to meet?
I like her.
Yeah, she's new.
Not quicker than
great.
the one with the horns.
What?
But I will say, the one with the horns, whew, we don't want to make that one angry. You remember what happened to that poor man at the VIP show?
Hmm.
Even I heard about that. Fear not, though. We always take good care of Mr. Pig's friends. Please, enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
That was the first time Lou killed someone who is not an enemy, I believe.
Did I kill him?
Uh-huh. But he was trying to kill you in all fairness. I'm sure someone resurrected him later.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't go to.
Anyone remember what his name was? Oh, it's not.
Yeah. It wasn't important enough to remember.
I remember he's wearing a red shirt, but that's about it. I can't recall anything else.
Guys, if we get invited to like a special show, don't go to the special show. It's fun, but like, ugh.
Now I
Yeah,
want to go to a special show.
No, don't go to the special show. So Mr. Big
Okay.
was really nice.
Whatever you say, boss.
You forgot to get Marius and just gonna like slap Misfit.
Oh,
Not like hard in the face, just like smacking you on the back. Like, you forgot to get him food.
oh, wait. Okay, no, there was this one stand that I wanted to go to. Last stop.
All right. The nice part is, and it's getting, I'd say it's probably like 8 o'clock at this point, 8:30. There's a lot to do here. It's very lively. It doesn't seem to really dip down, and you feel very energetic.
I see. They're magically making us lose track of time, like like Vegas.
We don't even need magic for that. We have case studies in science.
Yep.
But yeah, so you guys keep going to get food. Anything else you want to do? It's a big area. If you guys want to get a lay of the land or do anything, the big tent is obviously the easiest thing to find, being at the center of it all.
I'm gonna bring Marius back like way too much food.
Easy enough to do.
Barbecue. There's a burger. There's a milkshake.
I can only imagine what a milkshake would look like after you're done with all of this stuff, keeping it in your hot food.
A meat milkshake.
It's hot milk at this point.
Pretty much. All right. But while you're going about, are you guys doing anything else? Are you checking anything out? What do you want to do? Are you scouting out a path through?
Serena's just kind of keeping an eye on or babysitting Misfit and Cassandra, while keeping making sure she's not getting pickpocketed, keeping some of her more precious possessions with a close grip, and getting a lay of the land.
Yeah, lots of tents. It's kind of easy to lose your way as you go in and about, just because everything looks kind of the same, but everything is different in the way the tents are kind of laid out. Like, you could start walking through like a loop, and then you're kind of stuck, and you're kind of going to go back the other way.
I definitely make Cass get her face painted with me.
Sure. It wouldn't be too hard to find.
Well,
Oh yes, very easy to find. You see like this kind of older woman and man, maybe in like their mid to late 70s, and they're just kind of sitting there. You kind of see them, the woman painting like a little kid's face, and there you go. And you watch it as the kid runs away, like it's an animal, but the animal painting like moves on the face.
Oh, that's really cool. Hey, can you do me?
Sure. What would you like?
That's a hard choice. You know, if you had to picture me as an animal, what would you pick?
The woman and the man will kind of look at you. They look at each other. Bear.
Misfit tries not to look extremely flattered, but he looks extremely flattered.
Well, I suppose that's a pretty good pick.
What quality were you looking for?
Oh, I don't know. Good.
It's at this point the man kind of leans in and says something to the wife. Oh, I suppose that's fair. All right, sit down, young man. This one's on the house.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And they kind of start to go to work on your face. Serena, you're there as well, yes?
Yeah.
Just roll an perception check passively during the time it takes them to paint the face and all of the stuff. You watch as they're kind of... You're not sure what they're doing, but you don't really see any paint on Misfit's face. It just looks shiny. But it takes them like a good 45 minutes to do this. Like, it's taken a long time. But yeah, other than that, everything looks good. Cass is like trying to figure out what she wants. All right. Up you go. Oh, what do you think? And we'll hold out a mirror.
I look.
You look just like yourself.
Honestly, pretty stunning.
No, you have to growl. Grit your teeth like this.
Oh,
As you do, you watch the face animate and like your face grows hair into like this big bear shape and you're just like,
that's really cool.
and then your face slowly starts to like go more human and the hair kind of slowly fades away.
You guys are really talented. That's amazing.
We know. You enjoy that.
Thank you so much. Do they have like a tip cup or something?
Don't really, not specifically. They just kind of have like this little setup. You don't really see much else.
Well, I'll pay for Cass's at least.
And what would the lady like? And you watch as she's going to lean and whisper something to the woman. Oh, really? You're so young. I'm surprised you've heard of that. All right. And they start to do something like on her shoulder, on her back.
Ooh.
Hers takes like 15 minutes. It's not nearly as complex as yours. All right, that'll be He kind of looks over at the wife. Fine. On the house.
Oh no, it's all right. I can.
No,
cover it.
It's quite fine.
Well, thank you so much. That's really cool. All right, Cass, let me get a look at you.
You look over, and it's this woman. Roll a history check.
Okay.
You recall a recent memory. You've seen this woman. She was on one of those thin bookie things that you guys found in the school in that guy's room.
Oh.
It is a pinkish red tiefling woman.
Yep.
It looks like Guinevere Candlebright, but it is animated and there's like wisps of flames that kind of go off in the wind. Like the whole outfit and everything moves. It's very small though. It's like maybe 4 inches across.
Oh, like from the books.
Oh, you hold on. Oh, you've read them, have you?
I haven't read any, but we have a couple of them.
Something looks wrong. Her coloration is changing rapidly.
Are you okay?
Huh?
Guess it's a little
Yep,
warm
gets the
today.
horn. Just overheating a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Sit on here. It's just me. Whew. Kind of just stand up and pace about a bit.
Well, it looks really good. It suits you.
Thank you. She will take her fangirl shame on a walk. All right. So while you guys were getting your animated paint stuff, Vel, Amelia, what were you doing?
My idea was go find more games to scam.
I don't think
Sure.
we're going to be able to out scam them.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun. You go to a carnival to get scammed, and sometimes you win at it.
I mean, you're right. All right, let's go.
Sure. As you're walking by, roll a D100, one of you. You guys can pick which.
You want to get this one?
Amelia, yours are funner.
Fine.
I knew it.
Fine. So you guys kind of start walking through. You look over and there's like there's a booth where the sign says "Pick a number."
Be a fun one.
You know, I think Serena would be really good at this one. Yeah, sure.
Walk over. There's just like this guy, maybe mid-40s, balding everywhere except those sides of his head.
Like a monk.
More like, yeah, kinda. And we'll just kind of look over. Oh, hey, did you want to play?
Yes.
Yeah, tell how.
Well, you get a chance to guess. Pick a number between 1 and 10. You pay gold. If you guess it, you win a prize. If you don't, you lose.
And how bad did we lose?
Well, you just lose your coin, sir. Would you like to play? Oh, ma'am, sorry. Didn't really get my power nap in this afternoon.
Yeah, all right.
All right, that'll be 1 gold, please.
Okay, I'll flick one over to him.
Okay, go ahead and make your guess.
Mm-hmm. I look over to Amelia. How many horses do we need again?
2 for the best outcome.
Really? No, it
You
surely
don't
wasn't
need
that.
2.
You sure? How about 2?
Nope, it was 5. Nice try, though. You want to play again?
I mean, here, I'll go.
You give him a gold coin.
Yep.
All right. Got it.
So, what are the rules of the game?
So I pick a number between 1 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
If you guess it, you win. If you don't, you lose.
All right. 7.
Sorry, it was 3.
Well,
Pretty close, though.
you never said I had to guess the number you chose. You said I had to guess a number between 1 and 10.
No, I said I pick a number between 1 and 10. You got to guess it.
Oh, fair enough.
You want to play again? You almost had me last time.
Hmm. I think I'm good.
All right. Well, if you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Uh-huh.
However,
Hmm.
as you're sitting there playing this horrible game,
Yeah.
and you're pretty damn sure he's just making up a number every time you guess a number,
Yeah.
you gather there is no easy way to win this game. However, as you're sitting there, because you kind of wandered around the circles a bit, it's easy to get lost. You see kind of a wagon that's set off against like these set of dark purple tents that almost have like had their own little walled in area. And on the bottom of one of these wagons, so it's like lifted on top of wagon, but kind of covered. And you can see on the bottom right corner, it looks like some sort of metal container cage. Vel, I believe you immediately recognize this. This is one of those cages like those creatures were in near the casino,
Uh-oh.
but it looks empty. But you see, like it's this wagon is just kind of set off to the side, like it's been here.
I'm just gonna nudge Amelia in the shoulder, point to it, and start walking.
I guess it's time to get going.
Yeah, I want to get closer to those.
Easy enough. You stealthily go over.
I mean, yeah, sure, I should.
Okay. So you kind of just blend in as best you can. You go over towards the wagon. Kind of peek at it. It is definitely one of those cages. And you kind of look, and to the side of it, there's another one, also empty.
Oh, shit. I imagine Amelia probably didn't follow me this close, or did you?
Not as close, but I'm nearby.
This would be one of those great moments where Amelia's just there like, what are you doing?
Yeah, so mentally to Amelia, okay, so some weird magic blocker werewolf things are loose in the carnival somewhere. That's fun.
Oh boy. Yeah.
You think that's a special show?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Ugh. Um, could you draw a lot of attention to yourself so I can get closer looks into this thing?
Do you think I'd get in a lot of trouble doing card tricks?
No, you'd probably get hired.
Mm. All right. Card tricks it is. Or,
Yeah, so I want Amelia's distraction to help me sneak into these wagons and find information on the people who might own these cages.
Sure. So the interesting thing, so as she tries to be a distraction, it's almost on the side. You can kind of get further into this group of tents. And it's much more uniform. Like all the tents kind of look like they're the same tent. Like they're not just like a mishmash of random things that people threw together. It's very clean, organized camp. Maybe like 20 tents total. There's also some like buildings that are kind of incorporated into it as well. You do see more things that appear to be covered. You see something that may be of more concern. You see a much larger object that is covered kind of off under like a little shed covering they built.
Like it's just sitting under a rug.
Well, it's like it's covered
like
with like material, but there's like a shed roof built over it. Kind of like keep it out of the elements as best they can.
Yeah, can I peer? Can I like? Is it like a cloth drape, or is it like a box?
It's in the shape of like a rectangular box, but there's a cloth draped over it. But it's like very large, like probably the size of like a shipping container.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just shift the fabric over to get a slit inside to see.
Sure, you kind of lift it up and you kind of sneak over. It's some sort of much larger cage, much thicker, less exposed openings.
Uh-huh.
It smells horrible.
Like animal horrible or human horrible?
Something horrible, you're not sure.
Okay, I'm definitely looking inside of this.
There's not an easy, like, you can maybe get like a hand in.
Oh,
There's
I
not
can't,
like an easy opening. Like, this is a massive
What?
cage.
like I can't like cut away some of it and look
Oh,
inside.
it's incredibly thick. You can like lift open the thing and look inside, but it's not like a solid cage. It's like a big enclosure.
I think
So
this
it's
is
not
the,
like bars.
I think this is the time where I have to say, "Hey, Kalsto, do I notice any traps?"
That's probably not a horrible idea. Roll investigation check.
Eh,
Not specifically.
okay. Uh, does it appear to be locked on top?
No, it's just like on the ground itself. It's not on a wagon. This just is like on its own off to the side.
Before I just open it and make that horrible mistake, I'm just gonna kind of bang on the side of it and see if it makes a noise.
It does not make any, like, this is thick metal.
Okay.
But through the bits you can see, because you can kind of like look up inside it and through some of the exposed areas, there does not appear to be anything inside.
Okay, then I'll open it.
There's no way to open it.
I can't pry the top off.
Not the container itself. Like, you can take the covering off of it, but the entire container itself is like massive metal.
Okay.
It's meant to keep something very large from the looks of it.
Right. It smells really bad.
And actually, because you did roll over a 10, there is some sort of like slimy goop on the bottom of this, whether it be waste or byproduct, who knows?
Slimy goo. I'll touch it. I'll touch the goo.
Roll a nature check. If you had to gather what this is, it's some sort of like broken down tissue. It is definitely the source of the smell, though.
Okay. That's probably something somebody else should know. Can I gather a bit of it in a vial and leave?
Sure. I want you to roll a dex check as you go to collect this and put this in the vial, because if you like, it smells really bad, and if you're not careful, you might touch some other thing. So you do the best you can. You kind of you get a sample of it. It does smell a little bit, though.
And I vacate the premises.
Sure.
Unless there's anything else that catches my eye, like a desk with a book
Well, the
on
thing
it.
is, the camp is kind of empty, so it's like almost like a big campsite, and it has like this central location. You don't see any people, though.
Are there any,
It's been easy to slip in, slip out.
Are there any like symbols on the tents?
Doesn't appear to be. You can get closer if you want and try to see if there's anything. What could go wrong?
A lot. A whole lot could go wrong, actually. Let me double check what I can do before I do this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll get closer. And just anything to go off on of other than just icky goo that I'm gonna make Misfit smell.
Roll another stealth check for me.
So excited to smell this goo, dude.
You're lucky I'm rolling solo. So, as you kind of are stealthily moving around, you kind of go around one of the front of the tents. You look inside, and there are 3 individuals who apparently are so obsessed with whatever they are doing that they do not notice you peeking inside as one rolls an 8, one rolls a 9, and one rolled a natural 1. There are 3 drow kind of sitting at this table, all in matching kind of uniform and armor. Seem to be like playing some sort of game to pass the time, but they do not notice you.
Can I see if they have any visible necklaces?
Oddly enough, as much as uniform as they are, you don't see any symbols on any of their equipment.
Okay, well, if there's
everything matches, like their armor matches, their weapons appear to be matching from what you can see. Like it's fine quality stuff, but oddly missing any type of markings.
And if they're talking to each other, they're just shit talking about the game that they're playing or something.
What languages do you speak?
Oh, what a Celestial, Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Infernal.
You would not understand what they're saying.
Okay. Drow, Scary Box. They have those cages. They're probably black skulls. I think it's time for me to leave.
All right, as you kind of go to depart, Amy.
Yes.
As you're kind of out in this area, you see there's like a group of wagons that have been making their way in towards the encampment you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like 3.
Any vampiric markings on them?
Roll a history check. As you kind of try to identify them. Do you make the sound of a dying giraffe so that Vel knows to get out of there?
We're telepathically bonded, so of course I make the dying giraffe noise.
Unfortunately, Amelia,
Mm-hmm.
you do not know what... There is a symbol on it, but you don't recognize what this is.
Is it the hatchet of the lads?
It's not the hatchet of the lads. You, the player, would know it as... it's like a symbol of Bayside.
Mm. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Amelia's never been there.
Yep. This is fine.
So do you give a signal of any kind, or do you just wait?
I can, like, we're telepathically bonded.
Are you?
Serena said we were.
I connected their party except Marius since he wasn't there.
Okay. Then yeah, you are connected.
All right. We got carts coming in.
All right, cool. Yeah, I don't want to stick around Drow any longer than I had to anyway.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, you hear the wagons starting to come into like the center of that camp. They're just approaching towards it. You're kind of off on the outskirts, so you're well hidden, but you can get out if you need to.
Hold on.
It's better not be stupid.
It is better not be stupid, but it's also a lot better to be smart and...
What do you do? They're getting closer.
I really want to wait here and just see if I can spot faces or not.
Up to you. You can try to hide if you want.
in and after
Mm.
you.
I'm gonna get a drink from behind me while you decide. I'll be right back.
What'd you say, Amelia?
I'm not coming in to save you.
I wasn't even expecting you to. Actually, I have 2 of those.
My drink's
Yeah.
achieved. What will it be?
Yeah, I think I will stay and is it like a wall, or is it just like basically an area that's
It's like an area with a bunch of tents. So there's like boxes and things you could hide behind. There's tents and other stuff, but it's there's not a whole lot of stuff. But
yeah,
these places to hide. You could hide behind some like shipments or boxes or something.
yeah, I'm going to place one of Vash's daggers behind one, and I'm going to hide behind another.
Sure. Roll a stealth check.
Boy.
Amelia, at this point, they have gone into the area where Vel is. And then you see 2 guards kind of post up outside where the wagons are. Vel, you watch as all the wagons kind of come to a stop. Some soldiers get out with like black and gray armors on. Don't look super familiar to you because you haven't been to Bayside.
Mm-hmm.
And then you watch as you see a woman kind of walking out of the center. You see the feet first, which you don't really tell much by. And as you go, it's this quite lovely tiefling woman, black skin, silver hair.
Okay.
Dressed very nicely and kind of being escorted down the thing and walking with a group of people following behind her. Whoever she is, she looks quite important.
No chatter.
Not specifically, other than like, well, that was unpleasant. Oh, we're here. Let's get settled in. My brother should be here at some point soon. And get this thing over with and get back to business.
Oh no.
And then she'll go inside one of the tents.
And I don't think I can get any more info, so I'm gonna slip away.
So now there's more people out though. So tell me how you want to slip away.
I am going to huck one of Vash's knives out
Okay.
and teleport to it when it hits the ground.
So as you go to huck it, roll a sleight of hand check, we'll call it. All right, so as you go to throw it, not too much of an issue to throw it. However, they kind of look in the direction where you currently are. As there's probably like a good 6 people kind of posted up in the center of this camp at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of go over to look. If they kind of round the corner, you teleport to the dagger, I assume?
Yeah.
Kind of look. You're not there. However, roll a d100 before you teleport away.
Oh boy.
Don't worry about it.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't a 100.
Yeah.
And then I reclaim the one I left behind. I just bring that
Yep,
one
you
back.
just pull it back to you. Not even an issue.
And I start walking with the crowd.
Easy enough to do. You guys rendezvous back at the wagon. You are mentally connected, so you can all talk to each other.
Okay, guys. There's Drow here, and they seem to be protecting a tiefling woman with silver hair. And they had cages that we ran into at the casino misfit. So, I think something bad's gonna happen soon.
I'm trying to remember.
They say anything?
She's waiting for her brother, and he'll fix it all. Something like
Brothers.
that. Brothers.
Some sort of a meeting.
Yeah. Seems like whatever they've got going on there, they're going to be meeting. And they had a really weird box.
Sounds like bad news. Should we spy?
Sure is. I already did.
Yeah, but on their meeting.
We should probably get out of here as soon as possible.
But it's so much fun here.
Sandra's not in the call.
Oh.
Is Marius on the call?
No,
No.
he wasn't around. It's got to be within 30 feet of me when I'm using it.
Sandra's like, you guys get really quiet sometimes. Did anyone ever tell you that?
So, would we have been too far because we walked off?
No,
She caught us.
Okay.
Who is Bram with right now?
Who do you want him with? Typically, he stays near Misfit, but if it fits for him to have been with someone else, that's fine.
Vel, how about we have Bram go keep an eye on him? And we
That's a
can slip
gr-
away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. Just, yeah, who cares about a bird?
Bram is one of our most talented.
I meant
reconnaissance units.
strangers from a stranger's perspective. Who cares
Okay.
about a bird? It was a compliment.
We care about the bird. We care about you, Bram. I give him a little scratch under his chin.
And it leans into it.
Dang, I guess we have these tickets now that we're not going to use. It's so
Not-
sad.
Not unless you want to probably be the main event of getting torn apart by wild
I
animals.
mean, dude, Morb gave them to us for free. He sounded so excited about us going.
miss it. We need to go.
To the show, I totally agree.
We have places to be that isn't here.
Yeah, they'd be in the big tent.
Mm-hmm.
Sticking around is a bad idea. The sooner we can get out of here, the better.
At this
All
point,
right.
I would say, and it's fairly easy for a lot of you to see, given where the, I mean, it's a tent city to a greater extreme, but you guys see this thing flying up in the air, kind of a semi-chaotic, but at least organized enough to be a legitimate way of traveling. You swear to God, you see a carriage that's being pulled by like 6 flying creatures.
It's Santa.
Oh my god, it's Santa.
Except it's like a legit wagon being pulled. They don't look like Pegasus. What the hell are those?
Hippogriffs?
You're not 100% sure, but you watch as they kind of come in and then they kind of lower down and they appear to be landing somewhere nearby in a field.
Do you think those are the brothers?
Could
I
be.
think I've done enough sneaking around for one day.
Agreed. Good job on the intel. I don't suppose you two by chance found horses?
We have a donkey.
I found something even better.
No, is it a
Misfit,
stuffed donkey?
Oh, it was a camel.
Fair enough.
also, Misfit, when we meet up again, I got something I need you to sniff. I couldn't figure it out.
Well, yeah, okay. We knew that.
It smells bad.
My favorite.
All right, so you guys kind of are going back and forth on the plans. You begin heading back. Misfit and Serena, roll a D100. One of you. I don't care which one. Do better than Belle did,
Or
though.
should I?
I will do it.
Kid Captain sticking his nose up. You had one job.
Uh-oh.
I said don't do what Vel did.
Uh-oh. I didn't. I didn't.
I didn't mean roll higher.
I one-upped her.
Literally.
Congratulations. Misfit, Serena. Since you guys are sitting here like, all right, let's get back. Come on, Cass? Cass?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We have lost our dwarf.
Uh-oh.
So why wasn't she brought into the group call?
Because I don't bring strangers into my mind.
Cass isn't a stranger. That's not good. I'm gonna summon some beasts. I want to summon a flock of crows to spread out and look for Cass.
Yeah, if you got slots for it.
Don't go murdering.
A murder. All right, so you summon a murder?
Yep.
Sure. All right, so you go ahead. You summon them out. You send them out looking for Cass. All right, so while they work on that, what are you guys all doing?
So she's dead, right, Vel?
Snatched up by the undead carnival.
Did you guys tell them you lost Cass yet? Because you guys aren't together yet.
Fair enough.
You're 2 and 2.
Oh yeah, Cass is missing.
Actually,
Hey, Serena, roll a D100 real quick. I'm just curious. Okay.
When I picked them up and dropped them, it was a 77.
Better this way.
Serena's going to send an eye out. Since the turrets are looking high, she's going to have the eye kind of looking low, going through tents, back alleys, kind of thing.
Actually, you know what I mean? I could totally see who's in that carriage. They totally drew a crowd. I could just be in the crowd.
I'm gonna have to come with you because splitting up more than we already are.
Yeah, I mean, you're curious about it too, aren't you?
Yes.
All right, let's go see if we could sneak a peek. And we'll go to I'm just assuming a crowd formed to see. Oh, who's in that carriage?
Oh no, they go into the compound. Like they have people posted outside. So there's now guards outside where you first came in, and then there's 6 people in the general area that were just patrolling. You just got very convenient timing.
I misunderstood where they landed. That's on me. No, we're not doing anything with that then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're almost in their own little private compound off to the side.
Right, I guess
you do smell that smell though. That something nasty smelling is coming from Vel.
Mm-hmm. Well, then, shall we go look for that complete stranger we don't know?
What?
I mean, Serena doesn't allow strangers in her mind.
Oh, right. That's gonna be tough, but sure.
I mean, I pull out our main ticket. I think I might know where she might be.
You sure you don't just want to try locate object first?
She is not an object, and I don't know that spell.
You should have led with the last part first. You know what? Fine. Sure. Lead the way.
I send a 3-letter sending spell to her.
Okay. What do you send to cast?
Or not. Where are you and what happened?
I have to roll something real quick. So beautiful.
Fuck, it's Faye.
So warm.
Hey,
Well, I sent a sending spell to her, and she said, "It's so beautiful, it's so warm."
oh, well, I know jack all about the Fae. I don't suppose you know anything.
Yeah, a little bit.
Where would you hide? Where would a Fae hide people in the carnival? You know that much?
I mean, in a tent.
Right.
That is, if they're still not in like some pocket dimension that exists in the folds of a tent.
What?
I said what I said.
No, I'm just gonna follow you on this one, okay?
All right. So do you guys stay in your two separate groups searching, or do you guys rejoin and then search?
Well,
Right
no,
now we got birds out, eyeballs out.
we
and
should
then you guys.
split up. We should split up into individual people groups.
I mean, if you want to.
We have just enough people. Misfit just needs to turn into a dog.
Oh, Serena's Daphne. You're Velma. Does that mean I'm Shaggy?
No, you're Fred. You're the trap guy.
Oh, you are the trap guy.
Oh, okay.
There you see Shaggy.
All right, now let's just. Should we group up or should we stay in our two groups? Or ignore me. That
Group up
works
for now.
too.
We are next to the hot dog stand.
Now, is that the mystery hot dog, beef hot dog, or pork hot dog?
The pork one.
Okay.
This is when we just realized that Cass is literally sitting on the other side of the hot dog stand from the party, looking up at this sign like it's so beautiful. Eating a hot dog, it's so warm.
If only.
Right. So you can, if only. I'm sure with the 100, there's nothing wrong at all. All right, so you guys reconvene at said hot dog stand in the middle of this makeshift tent city. All right. You guys come together. Misfit,
Yes.
roll a perception check with advantage, please. As you kind of are sitting there as they approach, the hair on your neck like begins to rise. Like you don't feel safe all of a sudden. And you smell this horribly familiar smell.
Yeah, and I'm waving at you. And I start to go and like unhitch a vial from my belt, and I like kind of hold it out towards you, and the smell gets stronger.
Ooh,
Misfit, as he uncorks it and you get a whiff of this, you get a flashback. Where'd it go? Hold, please, while I get horrible, evil nightmare memories.
Uh-oh.
Was this the thing that made you lose your horn?
I hope not, dude. I don't think so, though.
I don't want that. It never lets me do what I want to do.
Oh, it is.
There you go. As you see a flashback of it, you
I
like
think-
remember it lashing at you, and you remember this scent.
Wordlessly, I just bare my teeth and start growling, which activates the bear face.
It does.
Ooh.
You almost like you start to cold sweat, almost Misfit, out of like a panic response.
Well, okay. I mean, it smells bad, but does it smell that bad?
Just I kind of shake out of it.
That's the that's the thing from the casino that almost killed Lou and me.
Points to the horn.
Okay. So it's here then.
Oh, this is not good.
Feeling round 2 is going to commence.
We have to find Cass and get out of here.
Agreed.
So I sent her a sending spell, and I got, shoot. I haven't had coffee. It's so beautiful. It's so warm.
Correct.
Sounds to me like she's been enthralled or hypnotized.
I keep looking around. I need a few minutes.
I'm gonna plant my stick in the ground, and some thin roots start pulling out from the bottom and start branching out. And I'm gonna close my eyes and cast scrying.
Ooh. What do we scry upon?
My buddy Cass, please. Or I could scry on the beast. Oh,
What would be more on your mind?
Cass.
All right. So you go to do scrying. Takes up 5 charges, I believe. Sounds about right. And you go to focus and you just kind of drift. You don't drift far. And you just kind of see Cass inside this tent, sitting on like a cushion, like staring off into space. There's like another woman brushing her hair.
What are the colors on the tent? Oh God.
Red and black. In fact, this tent looks familiar.
But is the woman brushing her hair a back-skinned tiefling with silver hair?
No.
Okay.
In fact, since you asked, because
Face painting one?
Nope.
Is it a hag?
Let the man speak.
I'm looking for pictures. Hold on. Not quite to this extent, but very similar. Let me just make sure this is all set. What does it never let me do? From a image standpoint, it kind of looks like that.
Oh, it's this kind of carnival.
Do I know her?
You do. This was the Mistress Von Tess, who was like the number 2 of the carnival.
Oh yeah. Okay, black and
You guys had basically come to the assumption that she most certainly is a hag. In fact, if you recall, you were trailed by bloody mist that you're pretty sure came from her at some point when we were up near Misfit's house.
Black and something. Okay.
Yep. And so right now, there's a lot of women just sitting around in this tent, but this one's just brushing her hair.
I'm going to hang on a second. I need to double check if my crows are mentally connected or just verbally.
Obviously, they speak pigeon.
Yeah, that's just verbal commands. I will whistle down for one of them to come to me.
Okay. So you give a whistle and one of your soldiers lands on your hand.
Salutes you.
I'm going
Oh, there it
to
goes. Yeah.
ask him to look for a tent of this description.
And
Tell
just
your
flies
friends.
off. Caw. And flies off. And then you hear more of them calling.
While Serena's eye has been out, has she seen a tent of that description?
There's a lot of tents. Not yet. However, I would say you do notice, just as you guys are checking the area, there is currently a large group of wagons also exiting the town.
There's a lot of people leaving. There's a lot of people leaving.
Are they going north or south?
This one is going south. This is a group leaving from your location, not arriving.
Going south.
So what do you do?
Mags, thank you for the gifts, brother.
I'm sure time is of the essence. Don't worry, folks.
I think we're gonna do a wolf wild shape, and I'm gonna start trying to sniff her out. Looking for this tent.
All right, go ahead. Roll a survival check with advantage, we'll say, for scent. There are a lot of smells here.
I'll do a quick little song and give him some inspiration as well.
I am terrified, bro. I am locked in. I will burn the inspiration too. So D6, 21.
You also get to, I believe, reroll one of the dice and take the highest.
Sure.
We'll check exactly how it works.
21.
All right. There's just so many smells here. I think you smell it, but it's hard. A lot of things that Cass smells like is what this place smells like. It smells like food and ale. Still no tent. What other shenanigans do you got?
Oh, I misread this. Well, they can roll the Bardic Inspiration die again. I'm sorry. I thought it was a reroll of the D20.
Oh. I'll roll it again, try to get higher.
I mean, you can't get lower.
26.
25, right?
26 total.
26. I got a 20 on my roll and then plus 6.
Oddly enough, the DC was 25. So it's a good thing you reread that. So as you start exploring around, you start getting back into more like the Carney-esque living areas, we'll so to say. It's kind of like closed off, but you do see a tent that looks very similar to the one you're looking for.
This is not the time for manners. I just barge in.
We all followed him, right?
Yep. Wasn't gonna let him just run off on his own.
As you go to barge in, no one seems to stop you. See, like maybe 4 people, kind of like in their own little living space. They just kind of like look up at you and then go back to what they're doing.
Start sniffing.
Big ass dog.
You definitely smell her coming from the tent. Excuse me. You rush over.
Mm.
You get up to it. As you run inside, it's empty, but you smell her.
I'm just pacing around and growling and pacing.
Rena will go ahead and kind of step in.
I'm gonna start looking for. Should I do traditional tomfoolery or magic tomfoolery?
That is up to you, sir.
Is she here, Misfit, or did she leave?
She was here. Smells like she's here.
Serena's gonna kind of close her eyes and focus and try and, or when opening them again, she's gonna try and look for inconsistencies or signs of an illusion.
I'd say you're pretty adept enough at picking out certain things. You don't gather there's any illusion here. You gather she could have possibly been here if Mrs. says, but she also may have been moved, or she may have gone somewhere else, or something else may have happened.
Is there trail end here?
Does it end here?
As far as you can tell.
Is there any items in this room of note?
So,
Oddly enough, like the whole tent is empty. So all the stuff you saw inside of it, the cushions and everything, are all gone.
how long until the main event?
Oddly enough, you never asked.
It doesn't say on the ticket.
Nope, just says admission. Gather it's not specifically to one specific show. Because they likely collect your ticket.
Pocket dimension.
I'm gonna exit the tent. Is the door magic?
There's no door, it's just an open tent.
Is the tent flap magic?
Roll an investigation or arcana check.
I'm using detect magic.
It is not.
Okay.
I guess while they're doing that, I'll be looking for secret, like a trap door hidden under a rug kind of thing, a more practical hiding situation.
Roll an investigation check. So oddly enough, as you kind of stick to your own logic. Like, it must have a logical explanation. You do dig around, and you do find there is a cut hole in the bottom of this floor that is covered with wood.
Is the wood slided away kind of wood?
Kind of like you'd have to lift it off. It's like almost like a big lid that goes on top of like a manhole type thing, but out of wood.
Boss, found something. Give me a hand with this. It's kind of heavy.
I don't have any of those.
Serena will run over and try and help.
Yeah, I don't imagine this is going to be
it's enough.
Yeah.
So you kind of like lift it up and throw the hatch over, and there is a ladder that goes down into a dark tunnel. It stinks, much like the sample you brought back.
I'm gonna send the eye down.
Well,
You kind of put the eye down. How long does the eye last?
An hour.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
That is right.
Yeah, it's just like a dug dirt tunnel. The walls do kind of have like this lighter residue on it, but this cave system stinks.
Hey, boss, sorry to backtrack from this whole wonderful description we're having. Do you still have that necklace that we got from that lady in Ophelia?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think I could get that soon? Every time I remember I don't need to breathe, it drives home the,
Yeah, if you just dig around a little bit, she'll be in there somewhere.
Alright, I'm gonna search Misfit for the necklace of protect against turn undead.
Serena's gonna
No, it's not a necklace against turn undead.
It helps you resist the undead necklace that we got from the manor.
It does more than that, though. So hold on.
Okay, well, the only thing we knew about it is it protected you from turn undead.
No, we learned one other thing about it.
Oh, okay.
Find it.
If we haven't identified it before, I'm sure in our numerous quests with me having an identified chart, we could have identified it.
I like how you have the potion noted in your inventory.
Misfit?
Uh-huh.
Oh, the pink one?
Uh-huh. Where did it go? Did I put it in your inventory?
Oh.
It's definitely not in mine.
It's not the necklace Dustin gave me. I thought I gave it to someone.
Arius might have it.
I don't remember having a necklace. Let me double check my inventory.
Because the one I'm currently wearing is the necklace of adaptation, but I don't really feel I need that one anymore.
That one does come in handy, though, I will say.
No, I don't have any necklace listed.
Sure we had it. Hold on. That page is right here anyways. Guess it didn't write it down. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, essentially what it did, I believe it helped you with the turn undead, but it also basically made people live longer than they were supposed to.
Oh,
So it could keep dying people alive.
I see. Does that it requires attunement, I assume?
It's an attunable item, so it makes it harder to turn you. And from a technical standpoint, you don't decay. If you start to decay, or who knows?
Yeah, I just want to basically say I replace that with the necklace of adaptation when we get time to do that.
Sure.
Or like I replace the adaptation necklace with this one.
Mhm. But what if you need to develop things to swim?
Well, it would have came up in the well dream, and it didn't.
There you go. So you kind of mark through that. As you guys are kind of looking around just in general and you've uncovered this tunnel, you swear you're kind of looking, and out in front of the area you're currently in, you see like a man walking down the road holding like a big like tent post over his shoulder, walking with another person. They look exactly like Vash.
Okay. That's my cue to run out there and look at him. Like I'm just gonna run out there, go right up to him, and like grab him by the chin and force him to look at me.
Yeah. So you run out towards the area where there, and you go and you turn, and you see two men carrying the log. You kind of run over as best you can. You grab onto the one, you turn around. He looks totally different. He has like dark brown hair, brown beard. What?
You're lifting with your back, not your legs. And then I walk away.
He looks so different. Hold on. Oh. You heard her. They're just gonna continue on with what they're doing.
And I'm just like holding my nose in my hand as I'm walking back into the tent.
No, it's not bad.
Hallucination.
Did it
Taking
happen a
a
lot to
photo?
you?
No.
You okay?
There could be some trickery going on here. Let's just keep our senses out.
Yeah, senses, sure. It would have been too easy if we were just walking around.
What's our eye see down the hole?
It's a long, dark hole in both directions. Which way do you want to go? Would you like to go, we'll call it west or east?
How large are the tunnels down there?
Maybe like 5 foot tall.
There's one slime filled.
They're not slime filled. The whole tunnel has like a residue on the side of it.
Both ways.
We'll go
Yes.
west.
Can I tell which direction a bunch of people just went through?
Roll a survival check.
Advantage or flat?
This would be visual, so just fly. Plus, the smell's too distracting. You look, and with this residue, it should be easy to tell. It doesn't look like anyone's walked this way. Maybe unrelated. Definitely creepy.
I can't tell if they went down here.
Well, it's your call, boss.
I'm gonna roll the bones. Drop the wild shape. Pull up my bones.
Oh, great Lord of Misfit. Did my buddy Sandra go in this hole? And also, which way if she did? please roll in the direction. I roll the bones.
AFK, I gotta take dogs out.
It continues. I'll let it go. Oh, okay. As you roll the bones, they kind of bounce around, and they end up forming an arrow that points to the west.
Thank you, great master of bones. I will trade you my second level spell slot.
Now, is she west of here, or did she go through the tunnel west?
West is one of the ways in the tunnel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tunnel west. I hop in.
All right, so you guys start kind of following down that way. While this is going on,
Is the main tent west?
you're not sure. Could be. You'd have to go back out and look.
I'm assuming I can't see it from where we are.
Would not appear so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be. But yeah, it's hard to tell from where you are currently.
So we're gonna have to crawl through that tunnel, huh?
You don't have to crawl. It's 5 feet tall.
At least you're not
Kinda-
gonna hurt your back ducking down.
It is very wide though. Like it's a 5-foot radius tunnel.
Short privilege and all.
I will have to take off my hat.
Oh no, not your hat.
But anyways, we'll get back to you guys in a second because we'll end here not too long. However, Marius, because you're up top, easy enough to do, keeping an eye on your book while you have Marius or while you have Bram down with them.
I'm back. Good timing, sounds like.
Excellent timing. So while you're kind of hanging out outside, reading your books, doing whatever in front of the carnival, while Bram is with them down in the tunnel, you do see a very fancy wagon approaching with 2 black stallions. It kind of goes past your guys' cart and continues forward. You do recognize the symbol on this because it's been so recent. It is a Blackwood carriage. And you just watch them trot by and into the carnival.
I'll have
James. One of them has arrived.
Bram was with Misfit still, correct? Or did
Yeah,
you
they're
send
all
him
in a
off?
tunnel together.
Yeah,
They're all together.
Just kind of have him lean over into Misfit's ear, and then you hear in my voice, "There's a Blackwood carriage just arrived."
Oh, I thought we'd have a little more time. Gosh, we'll try to come back soon.
All right, down in the tunnel. What do you guys do? You continue west?
Yep.
Cat. Who is in the front of this group? Misfit?
I am.
Misfit.
And who's behind Misfit? And who's in the back?
I'm assuming the order is probably Misfit, then Belle, since her and I were closest to the hole. Then probably Serena, and then Amelia would be my guess.
All right, so Amelia's in the back.
Yep.
Got it. Just where the snacks belong.
Yep. Serena has volunteered me to be the one who dies first.
I said I'm guessing. If you have any objection or want to be placed differently, you can say so. I was just saying based on proximity to the hole.
Yeah, Amelia, do you want to swap?
No, I'm fine here.
All right. So, as you guys proceed west into the tunnel, you walk a bit and it starts to widen up a little bit more. And you get into like an underground area. It's much bigger not so much a tunnel. And then you see there's like not the cages like you saw up top, but there's just like normal cages, like where you'd keep people. You see like 6 little cells in this tiny block, like 3 on each side.
Any people in them?
You can go up and take a look if you'd like.
Yeah, we'll head up and take a look.
As you go over, there is no one currently in there. However, there is a bucket in one of them and some remnants of what looks like food or something on their floor. Most of the floors in here are also stained purple.
Are you getting a scent?
I'm trying not to breathe in here, to be honest.
Yeah, I stopped doing that a while ago.
Lucky you.
I imagine Serena's probably like pulled up a scarf or something.
Do you smell the purple goop?
I will get a whiff of the purple goop. Just for
Purple
them.
goop actually doesn't smell bad. In fact, it smells very familiar. Some sort of like sweeter fruit.
Mm.
And then you realize where you've seen this before because you have several of these in your bag. So you see a half-eaten seed, much like the one you pulled from the tree on the floor,
Oh.
and you find like 2 stems inside of a waste bucket.
Okay, so you do eat them. I'm not crazy. Oh wait, hang on, wait. These are the same. Hold on. I go down and I touch one.
One of yours, or
Oh,
you
well-
go to pick up the half-eaten one?
One of the, like the half-eaten ones.
It's inside the. You'd have to pick open the cell, but you can do it if you want.
Yeah, because I need to make sure things are consistent within the universe.
Sure. So who's picking the lock?
I can. It's
Sure,
my
go for it.
crazy idea.
Easy enough. Take a second. You open it up. You go to pick up the fruit on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's strange. As you pick it up, you don't get any visions. But it also looks dull and kind of rotted, where the other ones were much more bright and vibrant.
No, I think the life left it already. I can't get anything out of it. Unless you want to see if you can revive it, boss.
Maybe later.
I'm not taking this with me.
It's at this point you guys hear like moaning coming from down the hall.
Let's keep going.
Be right back.
Like zombie moaning?
No, like human hungover pain moaning.
I'm gonna sneak over that way.
You guys start kind of going that way and you don't see anything, and then you kind of look and there's like this metal plate that kind of syncs up with the wall. And like there's a chamber inside of it. You just hear this moaning sound coming from inside.
I peek in.
It's a large room, probably 20 feet wide in both directions, maybe like 12 feet tall. A couple of random things and pillars and boxes about the room. And then you see there's someone laying on the floor in the center.
Some the eye in.
The eye, how big's the eye?
It can fit through a space of like 1 inch.
Be able to do it. don't think you'd be able to go through these because these are like little breathing holes. We'll do 100 real quick. Yeah, I'd say they're just too small to get through, at least on this spot. There might be another spot around. But you guys can kind of like at least look, and I can like look in, it just can't pass through. It's just a man laying on the floor. Like,
Hey, excuse me. Are you okay?
Someone there? And kind of watch them kind of begin to stand up. Where are you?
I'm on the other side of the door. You all right?
I did what you said. Can't you just let me go?
Oh, yeah, I don't work here.
What?
Technically, I'm not really supposed to be here, I don't think.
No, you gotta help me. You can't leave me down here. Please, I did everything they asked.
They ask.
I ate like 20 of those things. Please, I just want to go home.
Hey, Bill, can you get the door?
You can keep my money.
Is it actually a locked
It's
door?
not a door. You're just like looking in through like a metal plate with breathing holes.
Yeah. That's why I hadn't done anything yet.
Hey, buddy, what's your name? My name is Misfit.
Ben.
Ben? We're gonna try to get you out of here, Ben. Is he tied up at all?
No, he's not tied up at the slightest.
Can you come closer to me?
And he kind of, you see him kind of put his eye up to the hole where you guys are. Oh, you're here to help me. Thank goodness. Oh, you're your friends now. And you watch as he starts walking towards the other side of the room.
Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
We're all over here, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I say that out loud, hoping he'll hear it.
He just walks off to the other side of the room. You lose sight on him.
Hey, Ben, other way, turn around.
No response.
We didn't even hear anything happen to him?
No.
Is this room magic at all? Can I detect magic?
How long would you cast that? I think you probably still have it up at this point. It's like
I
10
can do
minutes.
it. I can do it at will.
Oh, yeah, easy enough. There are magical runes that are on this plate. Some sort of like a containment rune. You're not really all with the holy rituals and whatnot, but you do recognize it with detect magic.
So, Misfit, what's the likelihood that he's dangerous?
He's probably gonna be dead if we don't help him.
He may already be dead.
And then you just hear a thud, roll.
Yep. I'm not touching that one.
The seeds are gonna kill him. We gotta get this open. Serena, do you know how to break this seal?
Have a look. Bit of a rush. She's going to
So-
activate.
He said he was going to get his friends.
No, he said, I hear your friends.
There is currently a round object in the center of the floor inside there now for those of you still watching.
Does it look approximately the size of a head?
It really does.
Yep.
Does she see a body attached to the rest of it?
Nope.
Does
But
the tunnel keep going?
You do start to hear crunching.
Yeah, mentally
Is
it's a
that-
misfit. No,
His head.
he's very
Ah.
dead. He's been decapitated, and I think he's been eaten.
Does the crunching sound like something growing, like a plant crunching human bones, or does it sound like something eating a human?
It sounds like something eating a body.
Okay.
Is it
You
the
hear
beast?
crunching and snapping.
It's the beast in there.
Really stinky one?
I don't know. What do you want to do to see if you can draw it out? You don't have any line of sight on any type of creature.
Am I getting the
Probably
trick
some
face
ripped his
again?
head off. I mean, the entire time you've been down the tunnel, you have.
Okay. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna. Maybe we don't break that seal. We're gonna back away slowly, I think, and then very quickly.
Back away or go forward? Did the tunnel end? Did I miss that?
No, you can still continue forward.
Yeah.
Let's continue on.
All right, you guys go about another 120 feet or so, and you hit a door.
Is she sensing any magic off the door?
Nope. You detect wood, the most fearsome of the door archetype.
All right. Handle test. Is it locked?
Does not appear to be locked.
Trapped.
Would you like to investigate it for traps?
I would like to investigate it for traps.
Sure, go for it.
I will also provide aid.
I will check it for magic.
Aid? Okay.
Yep.
23.
So, you check the door for magic. You investigate it for traps. It's just a door.
Open door.
Open door.
As you open
Open.
it, it looks like it goes into like almost like a wooden, halfly rushed basement. It looks like this is probably somewhere underneath the large tent.
He's still got those tickets in case we get caught down
And there's
here,
like
right?
a big lift in the center of the room that like looks like it could be lifted up higher.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it's a
Cool.
But I don't think we should. I don't think it allows us to be down here.
It doesn't matter. It's a distraction.
Good thinking. Let's have a look around.
Does it sound like a show is going on right now above us?
Not currently, no.
Is there anything on the big lift?
No, it's just like a platform.
Okay.
Looks pretty heavy duty though.
She'll
Most
go
definitely
ahead.
used for like lifting elephants, you'd assume.
Is there a gap she can send the eye through up top, or?
Not through the lift. You'd have to go through like some of the stairs and up and out. But there are pathways that lead upward.
She'll send the eye to kind of scout out around.
Yeah. As you send it up, it does make its way. It does look like it goes up into the tent. There's people like preparing for stuff up there, but there's no show currently going on.
Okay. Does she see any captured people or enthralled individuals? Any wayward dwarves with tiefling tattoos or face paints?
Not specifically in here, no. However, you do watch as it looks like the performers are practicing their acts. A very familiar face to you. You see the ringmaster of this crazy carnival. The man who had named himself Omosh. And he's currently like practicing with a whip in the center of this thing.
Was this the Did
You
you
had dinner
promise
with
to
him.
eat dinner with him? Oh, okay.
I think you had dinner with him.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
I
did.
think we did.
She was on his arm for most of the show.
Yeah, at the VIP party.
In this exact disguise. In fact.
Yeah, so as you kind of look through the eye, you just see him practicing acts. But no sign of cast.
Is that the ringleader? Is that that? But I'm not seeing Any other captured individuals?
It's at this point, you don't get audio, right? You just get visual.
Yes. Any audio we would get would be what we might hear through the floor.
Yeah, you wouldn't. It's a kind of a bigger setup they got going on, so you don't hear much up above, from where the lift is versus where everyone is just on the floor above. However, when you're watching, you do watch. Apparently, he's not alone. As a group of people walk into the tent, accompanied by a couple of guards, you see 3 tieflings, all with dark black skin and silver hair.
Mm.
1 female, and 2 males that look similar, but one is thinner and one has a much bigger build.
See the tieflings you are referring to.
The twins
Yep.
and another one of their family members, it would seem.
Yup.
But the 3 of them approach and are currently engaged in conversation with Omosh. What do you guys do?
I'm looking for other entrances into this place. Like, is there another way to get back to where those cells were, for lack of a better term?
You gather that's just built in underneath the kind of area those stages. You might have to go around a different way or down through a different set. So you might have to go up and back down to
Okay.
get to that location.
That's what I'm doing.
All right. So how are you approaching that? Because there's people up there. So you basically have to go up to the stage level where people are, and then go down.
While Serena was doing her eye thing, I was like doing a perimeter check down here to see if there were any passages.
Not specifically in here. This is just like an area where they store stuff. The lift is in the room where you are, and then there's a wooden stairwell that goes up and starts leading upward.
Are you sure that the bones? She's here.
Bones would never lie to me. It was West.
Okay. Maybe she's tucked in one of these boxes. I guess I can start popping open boxes.
You start looking through them. You don't find any boxes.
Yeah, I start just Baldur's Gating.
However, because you did decide to Baldur's Gate, because that's what we all do, roll a D100.
Aw.
So as you start going through some of these crates and things that are below the stage, you find like there's some crates of weapons down here.
That aren't show weapons, like weapons?
No, like they're actual weapons. Like they're all legit stored, cleaned. You pull one open, you pull it out. It's like a very finely crafted elven short sword of some type. You likely gathered Droutnik.
Okay. Ew. Is anybody else doing anything down here?
I'm gonna consult the bones again.
Ask the bones.
If I had any other magical divination spells prepared today, I would happily use them. But buddy in the sky, you're all I got right now. Which way next?
You toss the bones.
Yes.
The bones stack up on one on top of the other.
Upward.
Upward.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I
However,
thought so.
Serena, before we end here,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently a third party also enters into the big tent above. You see what appear to be 2 drow individuals. However, one looks kind of strange, has an eye patch on him, It's carrying some sort of strange weapon you don't recognize. The other, let me get you a picture. Where did it go? Oh dear. Oh, that's why I have my filters on incorrectly. That will do it. You watch the other drow, which appears to be kind of more of the leader, pull in. It is not actually. Oh, here we go. There you go. It is not what this is from a D&D perspective, but I think the rest of you know what this is.
No, it's the Windman.
No.
And
That guy.
where this meeting begins, is where we'll pause for this evening.
We should not be here.
We should not be here.
Serena was trying to get you to leave.
Why'd they kidnap our buddy?
No, they kidnapped a complete stranger.
You're gonna feed my buddy to the big man? No.
So I take it we will be picking up right here Friday.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I thank everyone for showing up tonight and hanging out. Thank you for the raids. Very appreciated. And if anybody wants to join us Friday, we will be continuing this. And in a few weeks, hopefully, we will be starting campaign 2 for the Friday game.
Yeah.
And we'll see how that goes. And if you'll hang on through the credits, I will find us somebody to raid. And if you want to catch up on any of the other campaigns or past episodes of this game, you can do so on Rumble and YouTube. Likes, follow, shares, appreciated. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week, everybody, and happy 4th of July if we don't see you. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. That's the guy.
at that point.